Okay, guys, so it's actually the next day, but I wanted to show you guys where I was at and pretty much like what I had to do to get to where I'm at. So because I have a non-lockup converter that I'm installing from Dave Husek, I needed to remove the lockup valve that's currently in the transmission. So just looking at the instructions that TransGO sends with their uh, valve, their non-lockup valve, which is what I'm holding. This is what it shows. So step one shows basically taking out this guy, which is your orifice capsule. That was pretty. It wasn't exactly as easy as they showed, or at least they displayed. So they got you banging the walls to try and break that thing loose so you can pull it out with a pair of pliers. It actually slid back for me. So for you guys that are new to doing this, I wanted to show you what it looked like. So this is actually what it looks like when you pull it out, when you get it out. So there's not a whole lot to it, so don't get too afraid or intimidated by this. Yeah, you basically follow the directions though, and then you pull it out with a pair of pliers like they show you, or like they mention in the instructions. And then they also have you removing the O-ring. So that's not too big of a task. Now the next thing that I'm actually moving to is the install of this guide. So I wanted to actually bring that to the camera. So I'm gonna rotate my transmission and actually show you guys me doing it. All right. Don't ask about the one glove, but of course you gotta take the pan off.
Well, there's more in there.
Just want to show you where I'm at. I got the pan off. So I'm looking for these guys here to take off. And they are located, wait a minute. There we go. There we go. Right there, guys. So see if I can. That's where it's located. Which I know it's a little hard to see because the transmission fluid is, there we go. So I'm gonna take that clip off. I'm gonna see if I can get these guys down there to take that clip off. We'll see. All right. So I got the clip removed from the hole. So as you can see, I also got better lighting. So yeah, so now it's time to get that the washer out. So when to get the washer out, I'm going to use a magnet. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't want to lose anything, so I'm going to pick stuff up as I drop it. Yeah. So we got that guy up. Out. And now let's see if I can actually get this out with the magnet again. All right, so I've pulled it out far enough. And that's it. So I'm gonna stop the video for a second. So I stopped the video because there's supposed to be a spring in there also. So let's see. As you can see, there is a spring. Wait a minute. As you can see, there is a spring. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's a little hard trying to hold the light and film. But as you can see, there is a spring down there. Can you see it? Yeah, so I'm just gonna pull that spring out. Yep. There she is, guys. So, of course, the items we just pulled out was the spring, this guy, so I guess it was in there like this. But yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video and start getting this guy installed right there. So back to our regular scheduled programming. So now they have us installing a conversion valve. So it says pin and slug as shown. So as you can see, you have the slug. Hang on. You have the slug, which is this guy. I'm sorry, you have the slug, which is this guy, which I don't really think it matters how you put it in there. That goes first, and then the next thing that goes after that is the pin, as you can see right there. So I'm pretty much just gonna insert this just like you see. The plug, not plug, but the slug, the new pin, and then the conversion valve. So it's gonna go something like this in the transmission. Shoot. All right. And then this guy's going next. Oh, guys, there's another spring in there. I felt it extra pushy, so I'm gonna pull that spring up. I don't know if you guys can see it. All right. Second spring was a lot harder to get out for some reason, but I did get it out. All right, so now I'm going to put the new items back in there as shown previously. As you can see, I got it in there, but you can see I wouldn't be able to get the clip in there if I wanted to. So per the instructions right here under note, if retainer won't fit into snap ring groove because washer partially covers groove, grind on end of new pin. So this guy right here, the pin that we have between the new slug and the a conversion valve, we're going to grind that down. We're not going to do a whole lot of grinding because I don't think it's needed. I'm going to try and shave off just enough to allow me to snap that retainer in. But to do this, I'm going to use my Dremel and my grinding head and a pair of pliers to make that happen. All right, guys. All right, I think that's perfect, guys. I think that's perfect. Literally a few seconds worth of shaving. So as you can see, I have the new conversion valve installed, and it is in place, and the clip is has it clipped in. So I have it clipped in. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I could not use this guy to get it to work. So I ended up modifying these needle nose, the long neck needle nose pliers in order to, well, I mean, I could get it to work, but it was just too much of a hassle. So I went ahead and grinded down the tips of my needle nose pliers, and then I turned around and checked to make sure I couldn't pull it back up, and looks good. So next thing that I'm going to do is reinstall this. I'm gonna call it a plunger. I think it's the solenoid, but yeah, I'm not a transmission guy, so yeah, just being honest, I don't know. Almost got it. All right. And we are almost there, guys. There's that. And then these guys. So the only reason why I decided to do a video on this is because, honestly, I didn't know where any of this stuff was at. I didn't know how to do it. And I said, you know what? Some other poor soul will actually probably run across the same issue. And just being honest, I wanted to pay someone to do it, and I was really excited about it. It's just that the timelines didn't exactly line up, you know. I wanted it done pretty soon, and it didn't happen like that. And I wouldn't say I was in a rush, but on the same token, I just wanted it done, you know. So I mean, I don't know if you guys are the same way. So one of my issues is that I'm prior Air Force maintenance, and I have a tendency to try things before I just, you know, pay somebody else. It's not that I mind paying. I don't mind paying anyone. It's just that, yeah, I wanted it done, and I didn't want to wait. And not just that, but I don't trust everybody to just work on my car. But the person that I did have working on it was he was just busy. You know, he was busy with other projects, and well, maybe next time. Maybe next time he'll be able to work on it. Man, this is crazy, y'all. There we go. Okay, that guy's ready to go. All right. And this guy right here is actually your TV cable, guys. So it pulls down from here. And it's just so much stuff you just learn from actually doing stuff yourself. Yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and torque these guys down. All right, thanks for watching. So after I get this guy back torque down, I'm gonna go ahead and put the panel, not panel, but the oil pan back on, and oil filter, transmission filter, and the pan. So as you can see, that seal is still in there. So of course I'm gonna be careful putting that oil filter back in there to not jam it in there and kink the filter and, you know, basically cause problems. This is a new filter. It has not been ran yet. So yeah, thanks guys. So the next phase of the video you'll be seeing is putting the transmission back in the car. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, the torque converter, then the transmission back in the car.